So you want to start a YouTube channel, or you maybe already have one, but you're having a hard time getting views on your videos. One of the best ways to start getting really good views on your videos is making sure you do keyword research. And keyword research basically means looking for search terms that people are typing into YouTube that are low competition, but still have a really high search volume. For example, somebody might type into YouTube, how to cook salmon. Now, if there are already a lot of YouTube videos about how to cook salmon, you're probably gonna have a difficult time, at least at first, ranking for that search term, which means people probably aren't gonna find your video very quickly. However, the other thing we need to look at is how many people are searching for that term. So if tons and tons and tons of people are looking for how to cook salmon on YouTube, then you have a much better chance of people finding your video. So let's talk about one of my favorite tools that is also free that you can use to find these low competition and high search volume keywords. Plus, I'm gonna show you guys how you can actually upgrade your subscription to a paid plan, but for free, using this cool little trick, and you get all these amazing added on features. So make sure to watch till the end. Now, there are a lot of different tools that you can use to do keyword research on YouTube. My favorite one that I've tried so far is VidIQ. And let me show you some of the reasons why I love this tool so much and all the different things that it can help you with in growing your YouTube channel.
This is what the homepage of VidIQ looks like. You can simply type VidIQ into Google. The website is vidiq.com, and then just sign up for an account. Since I already have an account, I'll go ahead and log in, and then we can start talking about some of the features that are available on the free plan. Right now, this is the free plan, and then later I'll show you guys how you can get access to the Boost plan right here that has a bunch of really cool added on features, and then we'll also walk through those features. So there's a couple different ways that you want to use VidIQ. One of them is on the actual website itself, and then the other one is on your YouTube channel. And then in order to get access to the details on your YouTube channel, all you have to do is install VidIQ Vision for YouTube on the Chrome web store. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Chrome, Add Extension, and that's all you have to do. And then you'll start getting some information on your YouTube videos in your YouTube channel after you connect it to your YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and go back to the website and first talk about the features that you can use on your website. As you can see, there are several different things to pay attention to on this main website. And as you can see, there are several different things we can take a look at on the website. I don't use all of these. Daily ideas I don't use very often. Keyword opportunities are kind of interesting. Really, they just tell you, based on how well some of your other videos are doing, some keywords that might be worth looking into. But the place that I like to go for the most information is the keyword research tool. So I'm going to come over here to keywords and then search a keyword. So for example, we talked about salmon, right? So if I type in how to cook salmon, it's going to give me a score, a search volume, and a competition score. And as you can see, it has a very low score. So if you were creating some sort of cooking channel, you probably would not want to use the words how to cook salmon as a main keyword for a title. You could still do it, but you're just not as likely to rank very quickly with that video. It does have a relatively high search volume. As you can see here, it says high, 51,000 is pretty good. But it looks like there are already a lot of videos that are ranking for that search term. So again, it would be very difficult to rank. We're looking for a score usually around 60 or higher. Those are very good scores. So really you just kind of want to play around with your keywords until you find something that works, so you don't have to completely nix your idea altogether. So if you do want to make a video on how to cook salmon, then maybe we can rephrase this. So what I really love about VidIQ is that it gives you some ideas right off the bat. I typed in how to cook salmon. Over here it has a related keyword section, and some of these have higher keyword scores. They're still pretty bad, so we're probably still going to want to play around with our keyword. But salmon recipe has a score of 46 and has an even higher search volume, so that would be a better keyword to use than how to cook salmon. Salmon in general, it does have a higher search volume and it has a better keyword score, But if somebody types salmon into YouTube, we don't really know what they're looking for. It's not very specific, so it's hard to know what kind of video they would want to click on. We're better off creating a keyword that's a little bit more specific. Now, as you can see, easy salmon recipe is not a good keyword at all. It has a very low search volume and a really low keyword score. Down here, we have a couple different sections as well that are very similar to the related keywords section. I always take a look at all three of these sections when I'm researching keywords just for new ideas. As you can see, if you do upgrade to even just the Pro plan, which is actually one below the Boost plan, that you can get access to a whole bunch more keywords. So if you are stuck and you don't want to have to keep typing in new keywords on the free plan, you can upgrade to Pro and then just have a whole bunch more ideas given to you. But since we're still playing around with the free plan, let's go ahead and look at a different option. So maybe I'll type in something like salmon over a campfire. I really don't know if this is going to be good or not. This is just me playing around with keywords. So see, that one actually is a little bit better. It's a little bit more specific. So it does have a better keyword score because it's going to have a lower competition. However, the search volume is also much, much lower because far fewer people are going to be looking for how to cook salmon over a campfire than people who are going to be looking for just how to cook salmon in general, right? So maybe let's try how to make tuna salad sandwiches. So again, that one has a pretty low score, but over here there are a few that have slightly higher keyword scores. Now by this point, if I was trying to create some sort of cooking related YouTube channel, I'd be feeling a little bit stuck right now, not knowing exactly what keywords to search for. So what my next step would be is to go over to YouTube and actually start looking at videos that people have already created about cooking salmon to see if I can get a few more ideas. So let's type in how to cook salmon. And as you can see, when I say how to cook salmon, there's a whole bunch of other ideas that start to pop up in this search suggestions on YouTube, which is really nice. So how to cook salmon fillet in a pan, how to cook salmon in the oven, in air fryer, on the grill. There are all these additional add-ons to the keyword. So let's go ahead and take this top one here and say how to cook salmon fillet in a pan and see if that does any better on VidIQ. So that one didn't do very well. Let's go back to YouTube and try picking another search term. How to cook salmon in air fryer. Now that one did much better. In fact, if we come over here to related keywords, we have one that hit 65 as a keyword score, which is really good. Air fryers are growing in popularity, and so recipes that use air fryers are definitely doing pretty well right now. They're going to have a relatively low competition because not a whole lot of people have made videos on how to use air fryers, but there's also a pretty high search volume as people are getting air fryers more and more. So this would be a really good keyword for me to use. So what I would do is jot that down either in a notebook or in a keyword planner. And I actually do have a link down below in the description for a YouTube planner that I created, and it has a keyword planner in it and all the other resources that I use to plan out my YouTube videos to make sure that they get ranked as high as possible. So when I find this keyword, I jot it down in my keyword planner and then I do a little bit more research. So I might type in air fryer salmon. So I've got my good score here, and then I come down here, salmon and air fryer. That's another variation of that keyword. So I can also jot that down in my keyword planner and make sure that I'm recording as well the search volume and the overall keyword score. You could record the competition as well, but for me, I find it sufficient, good enough to write that keyword score in general. And the reason that we want to look up different variations of this keyword is because when we are creating our YouTube video, in the back end, you're able to type up a whole bunch of keywords that you want to be associated with your video. And so anytime that somebody types in salmon and air fryer or air fryer salmon, then your video has a better chance of showing up for those keyword searches. Now that's the main thing that I like to use this website for in the free plan. So let's go ahead and hop over to YouTube and let me show you what the extension does for your YouTube channel. Now, if you're not seeing any sort of access to this extension, then you're going to want to come up in your web browser to extensions and click on VidIQ Vision for YouTube. And I'm going to actually make that visible in my toolbar, so it's right here now so I can see it really easily and access it really easily. So now that I have the extension downloaded, All I have to do is come over here on my main channel, come to manage videos, and then when I click on video to upload it or to edit it, you're going to see that I have this option now, and it's going to be next to each one of my videos. I also have this little bar of information up here as well. It gives me a bunch of additional information about my videos, which is very useful. Now if I click on one of my videos to edit it, and I scroll down a little bit, I'll click on show more. Alright, so this is where the tags are added. Now, if you already have a YouTube channel, you're probably aware of this section already, and you've probably tried adding some tags. Maybe you haven't. So all the tags that you researched before, this is where you start typing them in. And you're able to add up to 500 characters. I would suggest adding in as many tags as you can, just to give yourself the best chance of ranking for different keywords or different search terms that people are typing into YouTube. If I show you another one of my videos, this one here is titled Scrivener versus Plotter, and if you take a look at my keyword scores here, they look a lot better than they did for the passive income video, mostly because these keywords that I researched had a much lower competition. So if somebody types in Scrivener versus Plotter or Plotter versus Scrivener on YouTube, my video will show up at the very top. If you're ranked at number 202 right now, that's not a big deal. You can definitely go up in your ranking as your video starts to get more views. So if you take a look at these keywords that I have entered in for this video, the only number that you see is this one right here, and that's a keyword score. So it's the same keyword score that we would see here if I typed in passive income right here and did a search for that. So that 57.9 is not a horrible score, but it's also not very good. Passive income, that keyword is very high competition, but there's also a ton of search volume for it. And as you can see here, Scrivener has a keyword score of 74, which is really, really good. But as you can see, I'm not even ranking for the search term Scrivener, but I am ranking for some of these lower competition ones. And if I scroll down a little bit as well, if I'm wanting to add tags to my video, either when I'm creating the video in the first place, uploading it for the first time, or if I'm coming back to edit it and adjust some of the keywords, then I can scroll down here and look at some of the recommended keywords. Now, again, if you upgrade to VidIQ Boost, you see a lot more recommended tags, and it tells you the score right next to each one of these keywords. And all I have to do is click on it, and see, it gives me more information on each of these. If you upgrade to the Pro plan, each one of these keywords does have a keyword score right next to it that you can see really easily. But at least with the free plan, you do have access to a few suggested keywords. Now, another thing to keep in mind when you're deciding what keywords to include in your YouTube video, there's two things here. One of them is you want to make sure that your main keywords are used in your title and in your description. So for me, my video is about Scrivener versus Plotter. That is a really good keyword, right? A very high quality keyword. And so that's in my title, okay? That's my main keyword that I wanted to focus on. The other thing is that you should include your main keywords. Obviously not all of these keywords, because then it just looks really messy and irrelevant, but include your main keywords that you're focusing on in your description as well.
So let me show you guys a sneaky way that you can actually upgrade to the Boost plan for 30 days for free. And it's actually just as simple as using the promo code THINK. So let me show you how that works, and then we'll discuss some of the additional features that you get through using the Boost plan on YouTube.
If I just click over here on one of these options, and then I click Upgrade to Boost, I can click on this Upgrade to Boost right here, and I'll say debit or credit card, and then right here under promo code, all you have to do is type the word THINK. And as you can see, that makes it completely free for your first month, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and sign us up for the Boost plan, and then we'll go over some of the really cool additional features that you can use with the Boost plan. So now that we have the Boost plan, if I click on keywords, I'm going to have a ton more options available to me and a ton more suggestions. So the first one that I want to take a look at are my top keyword opportunities, and this is just based off of recent videos that I've published. So let me click on View All Keyword Opportunities. Before, if I clicked on this option, I only had like 3 top keyword opportunities, maybe it was 4, but now that I have the Boost plan, I have basically unlimited suggestions, and I can sort these however I want to. So if I want to sort them according to competition, I probably want to sort it the other way around, starting with very low competition. Okay, and if I scroll over top of each one of these, I can see the competition score. Having a lower competition means that this might be a really great video search term for me target. I'm probably gonna start by sorting these by just the overall keyword score and get some really good quality keywords here. I'm just gonna kind of scroll down through these until I find one that looks interesting to me. This one, I could create a video solely on affiliate marketing. It has an enormous search volume right now and a relatively low competition and a really, really good keyword score. So as you can see, this would be a good search term to do. I could do a plotter review that's got a really high score. So see, there's several really great ideas that I could start creating videos around just based off of these suggestions, which is awesome because I didn't have to type in any sort of keywords, do any sort of keyword research myself. VidIQ just took a look at my videos and gave me a whole bunch of suggestions so I can start writing these down in my keyword planner to get some ideas for future videos that I want to create. Now let me go back to the keywords page and let's take a look at a keyword that we want to search. So previously we were talking about how to cook salmon and we weren't coming up with any really great ideas, right? So now that we have more than just 3 keywords that are being suggested to us, let's come over here and click on view all 283 keywords and see if we can get any that have good keyword scores. So I'm going to go ahead and sort them by keyword score. Awesome. Okay, so see, as you can see, we actually have a few that have good keyword scores, and it didn't take us all this time to keep typing and typing and typing to find a really good quality keyword. Stuffed salmon with crab recipe. I never would have come up with that. But this has a really good keyword score. 66 is very good. Air fryer salmon, that was one that we did discover, right? Tuscan salmon recipe, I would never have thought about that. Cajun blackened salmon. These are all things that I could go ahead and jot down in my keyword planner, and I think about creating videos about each of these keywords. This is also a pretty fun section as well. And these are not necessarily going to apply to your channel directly, but it's kind of fun to take a look at them and look at the keywords that are increasing in popularity. So if you happen to find one that does relate to your channel, that might be a good one to jump on. There is a very similar section on your dashboard that is more related to your channel, and it's the daily ideas. And this is just suggestions that are generated by VidIQ. And these are actually titles of actual YouTube videos, so I wouldn't necessarily copy these word for your video. But if you're reading these, then you can get a good idea for some videos that you might create yourself. Now I can come back here to the keyword section under how to cook salmon and do the same thing for matching terms and the same thing for questions. So I'm not going to do both, but let's click on questions and just briefly look at that. I'm going to sort for keyword score, and wow, there's actually a lot of really good questions here. How to cook butter salmon sauce recipe. Easy salmon recipe, that's got a really great keyword score. None of these have very high search volumes, but these would be really great videos to create, especially for a new channel. Now this is really fun because it tells me information about people who are subscribed to my channel, obviously, which can give me some really good information about what videos I can create for them that they might be interested in. Now some of these videos aren't going to relate to my channel, so it's not going to be super helpful. But here, top videos watched by your subscribers. Let me click show more. And some of these top ones would not be great for me to create videos about, but here's one here. Okay, Amazon KDP will hate this, ... So I could go and I could research his video a little bit and see what he did. What is an epigraph and how to write one? 4 reasons why KDP isn't dead, what to do when your ads stop performing. These are all videos that do relate to my channel. So these would be great topics to create videos on because I know that my subscribers are interested in these topics. I can also take a look at what channels my subscribers are subscribed to as well. VidIQ Boost also tells me the best times to post based on what times my subscribers are on YouTube. And it's different for each day of the week, so if you look at Friday here, the best times seem to be around 6 p.m. or 9 p.m., whereas Thursday, it's more in the morning. And you can flip through each of your days and see which times are best to post. So if I'm posting a video today on Friday, then I might schedule it for 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. because that's when people are most likely to be on. And then down here, you can see another chart with this same information, but in a slightly different format. Then this section here, SEO, is really, really useful. It's so nice. It's such a huge time saver, because what it does is it pulls a bunch of videos that I already have posted on my YouTube channel and gives me a bunch of recommended tags. So instead of me having to go to my YouTube channel and go to every single video and edit every single video and try to adjust the keywords that I'm adding to each or the tags that I'm adding to each, I can just come down here and start adding those tags at just the scroll and the click of a button, which is really nice. Okay, so this one here, advanced keyword research for Amazon KDP, I can take a look at the recommended tags that they gave me, and I can just go ahead and click add all. But it does say that I already have the 500 character limit reached, so I might need to look down here at my current tags, because see, so I only have 12 characters remaining, and then look at some of my keywords that have lower scores or ones that I'm not ranking for necessarily, and remove those. If I open a new tab and I go to my YouTube channel, I'm going to go to manage videos, then I'm going to scroll down and find that video that I was just looking up in the SEO section, which is advanced keyword research for Amazon KDP. Then I'm going to click on it. And when I scroll down to my tags that I currently have set up, see, now I can see the scores, the VidIQ scores next to each one of these tags. Then I can look through here and just take out the tags that have maybe the lowest keyword scores. However, another thing to keep in mind is you see these little numbers right here. It says total searches on this video from this keyword. So if I'm getting a lot of searches from this keyword, I probably don't want to get rid of that one, even if it has a higher keyword score. Basically, what this is telling me is that a word like self-publishing, if somebody researches self-publishing in YouTube, they type that into the search bar, and they see this video, they're not super likely to click on it, because this video is not directly answering the question they're looking for when they type in self-publishing. Okay, so I might get rid of self-publishing, even though when I come over here, self-publishing has a really good VidIQ score. It's just not going to help this video specifically. Okay, KDP ads, KDP niche, low content KDP might be more beneficial, but I do need to kind of use my brain here as well, right? So this is talking about keyword research. So KDP, if somebody types in KDP into YouTube, are they looking for a video on keyword research? Maybe not. KDP ads, yes, I can see that being relevant, so I might actually add that. Since I already had enough space to add that one, I just added it. I didn't have to actually remove another one of these. Low content KDP, that would be applicable. A lot of people who are looking up information about low content publishing do need to understand keyword research for Amazon KDP. So I might take away self-publishing, that might not be as relevant to my video, and add low content KDP instead. So as you can see with that last video, I just hit dismiss all, and that cleared automatically all the tags that it was recommending, and now we're on to the next video. If I go to My Coach, this is something that you do have access to on some level when you have the free account, but VidIQ Academy has a lot more training courses available for you when you have a paid subscription. The competitors tab I think is most useful for getting ideas for new videos. Now again, you don't want to be copying videos that other creators are posting to YouTube, but it can help to spark some creativity for your videos as well. So I'm going to come over here to search channels and find just a channel that is similar to mine. Then once I click on it, I'll need to scroll down here and click add competitor. But I can scroll down here and look at some of his recent videos that he's published, and that can help me to get some ideas for my own videos that I want to create. On the right here, you can track how many views each of their videos is getting, and also views per hour, which is literally how many views the video is getting every hour. So 10 views per hour is pretty good. 1 view per hour really even is good, because that means that it's continuing to get more views over time. Now I did do an experiment last week with one of my most recent videos that I posted, and I'm going to show you how that works, because posting using VidIQ Boost is way easier than posting your video using just the free account. And let me show you how that works. So if I go over here to create, upload videos, I'm just going to show you how I uploaded the video that I uploaded last week, so I'm not actually going to publish this. This one was on digital products. Now, digital products is a very high ranking keyword. It means that it's relatively low competition, but there are a lot of searches for the keyword or the term digital products, okay? So I'm just gonna keep the title digital products for now, but we'll adjust this later, okay? The description, I will also come back to this later, because as you can see, once I go and add some tags to my video, it's actually going to give me some recommendations for things that I should include in my title and my description to help this video get more views on YouTube, okay? Now when I scroll down to the tag section, just because of my title, which is digital products, it's going to already start giving me some recommendations, and I'm going to take a look at these and see if they do apply to my video. Digital products to sell online, yes. How to sell digital products, how to sell digital products online. Those are all good ones, okay? Now I could say refresh tags and see if it gives me a few additional ones. Digital products, digital product ideas, digital products to sell online 2022. So see, it's already giving me a lot of really great keywords without me having to do a ton of keyword research. Now I can click on one of these and come to this section right here, which will give me a bunch of additional keywords. And right now it is filtered according to relevancy. So these are the keywords that apply the most to my video based on the keywords that I've already selected. I could filter this according to competition or the overall score. Sometimes I like to filter it to the overall score. So like make it 70 and above, for example, right? Which are really, really good scores. However, that's going to pull up some keywords that are not necessarily super applicable to my video. Private label rights and Koji app definitely don't apply, so I would not want to add those as my keywords. But then let me show you what happens when I click boost this video. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and give me a whole bunch more recommendations, which is really nice. And the ones at the top should theoretically be the ones that are best for my video. Things that are going to help people find my video on YouTube. They should have relatively good keyword scores, but also be applicable, right? So see, right now it's sorted according to relevancy. I'm going to go ahead and add some of these keywords. Again, just double checking that they are applicable, but most of these are pretty good. And I can just keep doing this until I get up to my 500 character limit right here. Again, I could also sort this, instead of for relevancy, I can just say overall score, but the ones at the very top, again, may not be the best or the most applicable for my video. Easy digital downloads, that is a good one that does apply to my video. Etsy 2022, I do discuss that a little bit. So now that I've added several really high quality keywords or tags to my video, then I can scroll all the way up to the top here and come back to my title and my description. So right here under description, you can see there's a whole bunch of recommended keywords here. And the way this works is you just want to make sure that you're including some of these keywords in your description. It's just going to help YouTube send your video to the right viewers, right? And I don't want to just start adding these, right? That's going to look really funny in my description. But instead, what I can do is take these keywords and include them in my description in a way that makes sense. So I could say, in this video, we will discuss 8 digital products to sell online. Okay, see how I just used that keyword right there? And then I might find a way to incorporate these ones as well. So if I am talking a lot about Etsy, I can say, these are the best digital products to sell on Etsy in 2022, something like that, right? And I think technically it wants you to have it exactly how it shows up here, and then it will disappear as a recommendation. But this is just a really nice way to keep track of what keywords you are using in your description. And then you can do something similar with your title. So if I click on Get AI Title Recommendations, then it comes up with some titles that could do pretty well on YouTube in search results, right? Top 10 digital products to build your brand with, that doesn't really apply. 10 best ways to make money with digital products, that could be a good one. I actually said something like 8 digital products you can make in less than 1 hour and start selling today. Okay, so then once I did that, I can hit refresh, and then it gives me some different recommendations that might sound a little better. So I can read through these. 8 digital products you can make in under 1 hour and start selling today. That one sounds a little bit smoother than what I wrote, so I might click on that, and then there you go. There's my new title. So as you can see, it just makes it really easy and smooth to post your video and optimize it for your chosen keywords or your chosen tags. And then I can pay attention to my score up here. My actionable SEO score, 48.1 out of 50 is pretty good. That means that I've done a decent job of adjusting my title and my description and my tags to make it as easy as possible for people to find my video. And the reason why they call it boost is because when I publish this video using all these tags and the boost features, it's gonna, this work that I put into it is essentially going to boost my ranking more quickly than it would with my other videos. So I'm gonna exit out of this because obviously I already published this video, and I'm just gonna show you the results that I had when I used boost instead of just using the free account. So if I come to my channel here, this video that I posted 2 weeks ago, 6 passive income streams that actually work together, only has 22 views. This video I posted not using boost. Now, keep in mind, passive income is also not the highest ranking keyword score. If you do research on passive income on VidIQ, it just doesn't rank very well. Digital products does have a much higher keyword score in general. So I knew that this one was not going to do quite as well, but I feel like it's pretty dramatic, the difference between the views in these two videos. This one I did post using boost, and almost right away got a lot more views than I did on this video. I'm going to actually include a screenshot here that I took after just 3 days of uploading this video. It had over 170 views as opposed to this video, which only had 21 views at the time. Now, for a larger channel, obviously that's not very much, but you can see my channel only has 88 subscribers right now, had even less when I posted this video. So for a channel, a very, very small channel, having 244 views within a week is actually very good, especially when you compare that against all my other videos that I've posted that don't have as many views right off the bat.
And I'm not gonna lie, even after doing all this keyword research, I'm sometimes super surprised at how well or how poorly my YouTube videos perform. There are so many factors that go into how well a video does, right? Your thumbnail affects the effectiveness of your video. How well you present your information affects the effectiveness of your video. There's just so much that goes into it. So again, make sure to click the link down in the description so that you can start experimenting with VidIQ. It's completely free. If you want to go ahead and upgrade to that boost plan, make sure to use the promo code THINK, and then you can get that trial for 30 days. Keyword research at first for me was really overwhelming, but honestly, now that I've gotten the hang of it a little bit, I actually have a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like a mini treasure hunt, looking for search terms that are really low competition and that have really great scores to them because they also have a really great search volume. And fortunately, you can still create videos that you just want to create, but with a little bit of keyword research, you can kind of tweak and adjust those videos to make sure that you're meeting viewer expectations and hopefully getting a few more views on YouTube. Just remember, the algorithm doesn't hate you. There's just a lot that we still have to learn about YouTube. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes research, but above all, make sure that you don't get discouraged and just keep creating.